Rory, quite a time difference between us with you over in New Zealand. Could you give an
Yeah.
introduction about yourself?
Yeah. Hi, my name's Rory. I'm 19 years old. I'm from New Zealand, and I made 5K in 2 months from the lessons I learned in the real world.
Well. Congratulations. And 19? That's doing pretty good. Are you in university or what are you doing?
I am not. I'm working part time in the meantime. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
In the meantime, does that mean potentially in future going to university or have you just decided to pursue other endeavors? What's the plan there?
Nah, I've decided uni isn't for me. I'm much better off just working hard at this and then having the
Yeah.
side income from working a 9 to 5 job to fuel this stuff.
Right. And what do you do? What is it that you made 5,000 out of?
E-commerce.
E-commerce. Okay. So that's why you say you want to work a regular job part time just to fund, I'm guessing, ads, other things, and reinvest into the
Yeah.
business, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you have any prior e-commerce experience before you joined the real world, or were you completely new to it?
I had zero experience. This is all new to me. I had no idea how to start a business or do anything remotely close to this. This is all moved so fast and it's just crazy. So,
Mhm.
yeah, no experience whatsoever.
And in that case, where was your life heading then before you joined the real world? What were your plans, and then how have they changed since?
Well, I've always been a productive person. Like been driven, been productive. I just wasn't really uh didn't really know where I was going, like money related, aside from 9 to 5 work, because never really wanted to go to uni. But so I just planned on working, but I didn't have an idea of where my future would go. So it's given me like an actual purpose to my future. Like I know
Mhm.
where I'm going now, or have a
Right.
rough idea at least.
Good. Okay. And what actually led you to join the real world?
All the videos of Mr. Tate. I saw him online just coming up on my feed, and I was like, what he's saying is true, and it just inspired me, and yeah, so I joined.
Mhm. And we're wondering, what's the narrative over in New Zealand about Andrew Tate? Do people around you not like him? Do they not care? How is it?
Oof, a lot of people don't like him. I don't see why, but they just don't like him. My sister actually really doesn't like him, and when I'm bringing stuff up or when I'm subtly flexing about the money I've made, she just rolls her eyes because she's like, "Ugh, Tate," and I'm like, "Okay, so is that?"
Mhm. Okay, I see. And okay, let's talk about the real world then. Is e-commerce the first campus you went into, or did you go into any others beforehand?
Well, I originally joined when it was Hustlers University, and I started in the copywriting campus, and I did that for about 2 months, and to be honest, I just found it boring, like reaching out to people, emailing a lot. It just wasn't for me. So after that, I went and started e-commerce, and I just fell for it, like the just building the website, the creativity involved in doing it. It's just I found it so much more appealing, and yeah.
Right. Okay, but I'm sure the copywriting experience still comes in useful in e-commerce, right? I'm guessing you
Mm.
still applied it.
Yeah, with the when it comes to like writing scripts for the ads or writing product descriptions and like the about us section, all that type of stuff, the copywriting I think definitely helped me. But
Mhm.
yeah, and I'm sure if I stuck with the copywriting, I would have found a way to profit off of that, but I just gave up. But I found e-commerce and I'm not giving up with that, so that's a win.
That's why you have all these options available to you because it's not a one size fits all. It's like you try out something, see what fits best for you, and then fully dedicate yourself to that. Cool. All right. And what was the process like to set everything up for e-commerce and actually going through the lessons, implementing everything? How did that go?
It was pretty simple to be honest. Everything's so straightforward, and I've been on like YouTube before on little like goose chases, I guess you could say, trying to find ways to make money. And there's no like YouTube playlist that perfectly tells you what to do every step of the way and holds your hand every step of the way. And in the course, it just does that, and it really dumbs it down for you, and it makes it so easy to make like just a great website. It took me a while before, like, I stayed in the e-commerce campus for around 6 months before I started earning the 5K that I made in the 2 months. So that was 6 months of failing, but just keep trying,
Mhm.
and yeah.
And you finally found your winning product, and now you're scaling that. How scalable do you think it is? Are you planning on distributing to other countries? Do you actually get it shipped to you in New Zealand, or are you directly just the middleman and that's it?
As of right now, I'm still the middleman, and it's tough to say. I mean, this is all so unique to me. I didn't think
Mhm.
any of this was possible until it actually happened. Um, but yeah, for now, I'm still just the middleman shipping it out to the customers. And sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, just are you the middleman? Do you get it shipped to you in New Zealand? What's the process currently?
Yeah, I'm the middleman. So they place
Mhm.
orders on my website, and then I place the orders myself, and then just ship it directly to them.
All right, solid. Cool. Now, what would you say was the biggest challenge you faced then when you were actually implementing the lessons from the real world?
Um, I'd say just having to take the losses. Like, it can be quite discouraging if you test a product and you really think it's going to do well, and then you just get like slapped in the face with a fail, and it's no sales or anything. So that over and over and over again is pretty. It kind of sucks, but I don't know. It's You see people. There's this thing in the real world called the wins chat for whoever's watching, that doesn't know, and people show their wins there all the time, and I'd go in there all the time, and I'd see people winning, and I'd see like a 13-year-old that's made like 70 grand in a week or something like that, and I'm like, "Eh, I can do that. I could do like a quarter of that and I'd be happy. There's no way this kid knows something that I don't. He's just working hard, and that's all I have to do."
Mhm.
And yeah.
How has your average day changed then since you've joined the real world? How is it? How different is it now compared to before?
Well, it's pretty much the same as my schedule before, because I've always been pretty productive. Just now I'm a lot more efficient because, well, I'm just thinking like Tate yelling at me for wasting time, and so there's always that image kind of hovering over me. So I'm a lot more efficient now, and I'm of course working on something more money related, which is the e-commerce. And I've started personally training my parents now because I want to get them in better shape. So that's new, and yeah.
Mhm. Personally, training your parents, how did that go? What was the conversation there?
Um, hmm. I don't know. I've been training for a while, and I've kind of built up this big gym setup that's taking up most of the garage at our house. So I guess one day I just pitched to them, and I was like, "Hey, you want to train?" And they're like, "No." And then I kind of just kept nagging them to train because I don't know. I just want to get them like big and strong and stuff. So, and they eventually were like, fine. So every day I'm dragging them to have a workout, and I put together a plan for them, so they can reach their own goals. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And what do your parents actually think about you being in the real world and involved with Andrew Tate? Do they know?
Yeah, they know. My mom actually seems to be quite a fan of Tate. I've showed her a fair amount of videos, and she laughs quite a lot. Like the one video where he's talking about stop vaping or whatever. I showed that to
Mhm.
her, and she just cracking up. So, but yeah, she sees the changes in me from when I've started watching him, how I'm more disciplined and how I'm more efficient with my time. Uh, so my dad, I'm not really sure what he thinks. I'm sure they were skeptical at first, like just joining this random online university that's teaching you how to be like a millionaire or something. It seems a little too good to be true. And I also thought that. I was like, no way this is true. And now I'm just like shocked with the results. So,
Yeah.
well.
Since you said that, what were you actually expecting before you went into it, and how different was it from your expectations?
Uh, I mean, I was expecting it to be a lot less. I thought it was kind of going to be a scam. Not going to lie. I thought they I'd join and then there wouldn't be much uh, lesson. There wouldn't be many lessons there, and I wouldn't really learn much. But there's so much to learn. I don't even know how many modern wealth uh, lessons they teach, but it's a lot. And even just on e-commerce, there's so much to learn, and the community as well. It just helps so much to see people like winning, and it just motivates you. And also on top of that, watching your interviews and whatnot and seeing people winning, that's also super motivating as well. So
Mhm.
no.
Glad to hear that. That is having an impact. Okay. Now, since you're on this trajectory, then where do you see your life heading in the short term, medium term, and long term?
Well, short term and medium term, it's kind of hard to imagine where I'd be financially, I guess, because this is all happening so fast and it
Mm.
seems unreal. And um, so yeah, this could really go anywhere, and I can only imagine it getting better and better from here. But just thinking about that is so foreign to me. It's wild, but I see myself continuing to work through my schedule and getting stronger and getting just better at everything. So yeah, but that's more short term and medium term. But more on a medium term side of things, before I earned any money from the real world, I actually, you might see it here on the whiteboard behind me, but I actually set myself a goal that was once I reached $10,000 in revenue, I'd get a tattoo as a tribute to the real world, and it would be a little. I was thinking a little chess piece, and then every new milestone of revenue, it would update. So it would start at 10K, it would be a pawn, and then a knight, and then it would go up and up and up. So, and I didn't think that would happen that fast, and now I'm more than halfway there, and I'm like, oh, I might actually have to get a tattoo soon. So I'm starting to think of designs, and yeah, so that's pretty wild. But
Mhm.
long term, the I think the sky's the limit with that. Honestly, like I want to become modestly wealthy. I want to retire my parents. I want to excel in all my instruments. I want to excel with my weightlifting. I want to excel with the boxing. Well, not just excel. I want to become a champion boxer, and I want to have a family of 10 children who I can raise and teach and
Mhm.
inspire, and I can build them up to be my own army of little warriors. And
Mhm.
yeah.
Very solid goals. Are you considering moving in with like-minded individuals? Because I think that would help you supercharge your progress as well.
I've actually been talking to someone who's successful in the real world as well, and they're from New Zealand as well. And we've been, it's nothing like ironclad yet, but I think
Mhm.
we were talking about moving to Thailand or moving together in just a, you know, just a house and be surrounded by like-minded people,
Yeah.
like the people that have joined. They moved to Thailand in a big mansion together. I saw
The
that interview.
co-founders,
Mm,
Saad, Federico, Nikolai, and Billman.
yeah, that just seems awesome to me. So that's definitely like in the cards. So far I haven't really been focusing on networking that much, but I happened to meet him, and so far that's that. Yeah.
Okay, fair, fair. And you said as you increase revenue, new tattoo pieces. So what are you planning for King? What mark would that milestone would that be?
Oh
One
well,
million
King.
or something
Yeah,
else?
King would be a million. Yeah, so it'd be
Amazing.
10K, 25, I think 75, then 100, then 500. That, but that's those numbers are so wild to think about. Like I've even
Mad.
5K is. I know there's been people that have made so much more than me, but like personally, that amount just from my laptop, not like I've finished my website, I've done all the work, and now it's just my laptop's just printing money for me, and that oh, it's crazy, man.
Complete paradigm shift.
Mm,
Reality.
yeah.
Just break the cloth of reality. Just unbinding. No, I can't find the right words. But whatever the veil, just completely lifting. There you go. I think that's how Andrew says it. So
Mm,
yeah, you just see what's possible. Okay,
yeah.
super cool. And I guess I can end with a final question then. For people who are unsure about joining the real world, because what if they'll get scammed for $50? What advice would you have to them?
Oh, well, first of all, believe me, I know how you're feeling. I was feeling the same way before I joined, and now that I've joined, it's just it, the results speak for themselves. I mean, there's what, like 300 episodes here on Discover the Real World showing people making so much money. And well, if you just join the real world, you'll see like daily there's people making so much money. Um but yeah, I'd say it's only $50. It's like you can, I don't know, that's cheap, and considering what they're teaching, it's kind of unfair to people that aren't in the real world that this is just being handed out. It's like taking candy from a baby, and you don't want to be that baby. Like with it's just yeah. So just join, find out for yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And yeah, tomorrow will be, I believe, 350 interviews. I need
Dang.
to get to 362 by the end of the month because I started doing 3 a day from 262. So yeah, I want to get to 362 and then I'll calm down a bit. I'll go back to one interview a day.
All
And
right.
but yeah, it was quite a journey for myself as well. Now, Rory, we're gonna do a follow up in
Yeah.
future. Maybe someone beginning of next year, maybe February, maybe even January. So I guess by then you'll probably have a tattoo to show us for one,
Oh yeah.
or maybe even two tattoos. Who
Oh,
knows?
maybe.
And yeah, it was interesting to hear your story. I like the vibe you have. Seem to be a good, genuine person.
Thank you. You too.
So it was cool speaking to you. And yeah, I do look forward to seeing how you progress. Continue to do follow ups with you. And then when you have your 10 children, they'll be looking back at this video and they'll be like, wow, our dad only had 5K when he was 19. Damn, I could never imagine now that he's a billionaire.
Yeah. Exactly.
And, so yeah, stuff like that. And then and then they'll be inspired and everything else. Anyway. But
Yeah.
that's the beauty of these interviews. They're timeless.
Yeah.
You'll be able to look back on this in 10 years and be like, damn, this is where it all began. And
Oof.
with the work ethic you have, I'm sure you'll achieve a lot in those 10 years because it's huge just how much you can do as long as you continue on this trajectory. So, yeah,
Yeah.
enough of me rambling. Rory, for people who want to find out more about you or contact you, where can they do so?
At Rory Gals, that's the last name's complicated to spell, so I'm sure you'll have it in the
In the
description somewhere.
description. Yep.
But yeah, you can find me on the Real World or Instagram at Rory Gals.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll add this to the description of the video. And Rory, until next time, I wish you all the best.
Sweet. See ya.